Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay. So it's been 2 weeks since the last talk, so let us do a short recap, okay? So there was one time, the Buddha was staying in Savatthi, and then over there, the Buddha, because of the inclination, of his own inclination, decided to address the bhikkhus to give this sutta. Okay, we mentioned that there were 4 types of 4 scenarios where Buddha gave 4 conditions where Buddha gave discourses. So one of it is through his own inclination. Okay, so the Buddha said, address the Sangha, and then they replied, and so the Buddha says, when the when a speech possesses 4 factors, okay, then it is well spoken and not badly spoken, and it is blameless and irreproachable by the wise, like that. So what for? So number 1, a bhikkhu speaks only what is well spoken, not what is badly spoken. Okay. So this one, the Buddha, why does the Buddha say not what is badly spoken? Because one may say some words. One may not say words that are well spoken. It's like neutral, but sometimes they speak also bad words also, like that. So it's like when talking about this, the Buddha also rejects the views. To recap, the Buddha also rejects the view that even sometimes, like for example, false speech can be spoken sometimes. No. So when Buddha said not what is badly spoken, means he break off any possibilities of white lies, or due to these circumstances, so I have to use harsh speech. Due to these circumstances, I have to use divisive speech, like that. Okay. So this one means the abandoning of wrong speech also. Okay. Like that, Okay. So he not only say the good, he also say relinquish the bad by saying the second verse. Okay, like that. This is the meaning, and also this principle applies for the other 3 also. Okay. He says he speaks only Dhamma, not non-Dhamma. So anything that is non-Dhamma also don't say, like that. So we can understand for the rest of the qualities. So first one, what is speak only what is well spoken, not what is badly spoken. So well spoken over here. Well spoken over here means the words, the speech that is devoid of fault, devoid of the force of divisiveness and conducive to harmony also, like that. Of course, everything that is wholesome is also well spoken. Second, speaks only Dhamma, not non-Dhamma. This one will be easy to understand. And then speaks only what is truth, and speak only what is pleasing, not what is displeasing. And then speaks only what is true, not lies. By this, the Buddha also covers the 4 types of right speech also: truthful speech, speaking, refraining from divisive speech, refraining from harsh speech, refraining from gossip. Okay, like that. it is included inside also lah. Like this is the meaning. So last week we also talked about this kind of speech and also even like lyrics like that. If it is in a song, like in Malaysia, we have the young university Buddhist societies, the young people of those Buddhist societies, they may compose and come up with Buddhist songs with some of the words with some of the meanings in the song is in accordance with Dhamma. So maybe singing about impermanence, singing about suffering, singing about non-self, maybe sometimes singing about samsara, like that. Okay, so if for a person who keeps the 5 precepts, then if they sing this kind of verses also, then it is also for them it also doesn't break the precept, and maybe even arouse some of the Dhamma teachings in their mind also. Okay. So the last time we also talked about the Sinhala. In Sri Lanka, there was a servant girl, there was a servant who was a girl. Then she was singing a song in the Sinhala language about birth, old age, and death. And 60 bhikkhus who were practicing vipassana meditation, they were traveling along the road, and they heard her and they attained arahantship right there, like that. But don't go to monastery and don't go to the monastery and say, Bhante, I want to sing song to you. Like that, not so good. Okay. So for those who are not keeping the 8 precepts, it's okay. For those who are keeping 8 precepts, maybe just the lyrics, okay lah. Forget the melody and all that. Like that. Sometimes these kinds of in some of the texts and some scholarly works, some Sayadaws and some Mahatheras, they also make Dhamma verses using Pali also, like that. So that one is also allowable, like that. Maybe some stanzas, like lyrics, or not lyrics, like poems and stanzas, like that. Okay, so then the last talk we talk about these things. Then we continue with the talk today. So 4 factors, well spoken and not badly spoken, speaks only Dhamma, not non-Dhamma, speaks only what is pleasing, not what is displeasing, speaks only what is true and not lies. When the speech possesses these 4 factors, it is well spoken, not badly spoken, and it is blameless and irreproachable by the wise. Okay. And this was what the Buddha said. So having said this, the Buddha further said this. So the Buddha said, Gatha, well-spoken speech is best. The good say, speak Dhamma, not non-Dhamma. That is second. Speak what is pleasing, not displeasing. That is third. Speak the truth, not lies. Okay, that is fourth. So we can understand by this, the good, who is the good? Over here, the good refers to the Buddha and the Buddhas and those who, and the noble ones. Easy to understand. So they praise well-spoken speech as best, as supreme. Okay, like that. And then speaking what is pleasing, not displeasing. Speak the truth, not lies. That is fourth. So after this, after the Buddha said this, the Venerable Vangisa rose from his seat and then paid respects to Buddha and said, "Oh, an inspiration has come to me, Buddha. An inspiration has come to me, Buddha." So the Buddha said, "Then express your inspiration." Okay. So this Venerable Vangisa is one of the 80 80 disciples. Okay, not chief disciple. The first is Buddha, then after that the chief disciples, after that the great disciples. Okay, so Venerable Vangisa was one of the great disciples. I think he was foremost in composing the inspirational poems from the Buddha's teachings, like that. Okay. So that time, Venerable Vangisa was there. So the Venerable Vangisa gave out his inspiration. So the first verse, one should utter only such speech by which one does not torment oneself, nor cause injury to others. That speech truly is well spoken. Okay. So one does not torment. It means does not torment by causing remorse over here. Like for example, we don't say things like you stupid, you stupid, you have done something stupid there, and the last time you're stupid, that was so something like that. Then they start to remorse. If you use harsh speech like that, then people will it will cause remorse in others. It may cause remorse and anger and guilt in others also. Nor cause injury. Nor cause injury, it means does not hurt by dividing people from one another. So over here, the first one does not torment oneself. There's a little bit reference to harsh speech. And then not cause injury is referring to refraining from divisive speech. Okay, that speech is definitely well spoken. With this gatha, with this stanza, he praises the Buddha by means of non-divisive speech. Okay. So we can also reflect ourselves. Have we over today, throughout today, and maybe throughout your life, have you said things that cause others remorse? Have we said things that divide others intentionally? Maybe we do. I think most of us do. Most of us have done that. So we should try to train ourselves to refrain from it. Actually, sometimes we want to be good, but sometimes when we meet up with certain situations and difficulties in life, it makes it so much difficult, very, very difficult for us to, want to say good things like that, right? So the training of qualities is very important. And especially for non-divisive speech and refraining from non-divisive speech and refraining from harsh speech. Okay. One of the pattern of people generally, okay, that happens to us sometimes is some of us we may have a fault-finding mind. Okay. Especially we may have a very critical mind, and always want to criticize. Only see the bad parts of others. Yeah. So when we only see the bad parts of others, then it's very easy for us to arise these kinds of harsh speech and divisive speech. Because of this kind of fault finding, then we will land into our mind will categorize people into of people I like, people I don't like, right? So people you don't like, and then if they are with the people you like, sometimes, right, this friend very close to you, but then the other party that is not so good with you is close friend with your, is also close to your this friend also. Then if we do not control ourselves, then we may say some things that that is divisive. Sometimes it may not be in. Sometimes the intention can be very subtle. It can be very subtle. It can be just like you're always complaining to your close friend about the other party. Always complaining about the other party's bad behavior lah, always complaining about the other party's bad character lah, things that he or she said lah. Sometimes you may think that I just want to, I just want to say the truth. I just want to, I just need to get this off my heart, right? Just need to get this off my heart or something like that. Just need somebody to listen to. But sometimes, without knowing it, if the other party, if your close friend doesn't have a very clear mind, very clear mind means very transcendental and very unbiased mind, doesn't take sides one, he or she knows that if really want to know the whole story, have to ask from both parties, not just listen to one party one. This is a wiser way, okay? Because that's how relationships and gossips just end up tearing relationships apart, okay? So, but if they are not like that, then sometimes unknowingly we cause divisiveness between people, like in the case that I say. So it is good if we can also, of course, we can solve it at the root. You practice meditation, samatha vipassana meditation until you attain at least the third stage of enlightenment or arahantship, then no problem. Okay. But if not, then we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful, and then also, other than being careful, we have to, we can, in order to make the situation better for us, okay? So because when we say those things and do those things, we are actually creating bad karma also, right? This divisive karma, I don't play, the Singaporean will know, don't play, this one. Sometimes you divide people, then sometimes when the karma ripens, it will divide you and your closest ones, okay? So for no reason, maybe, then maybe because of the karma, then the karma will make it such that you and your good friends will just, the relationship will just turn sour, and just we may just break apart the relationship, okay? But just imagine this thing happens to, this divisive karma happens to happens between you and your teacher, especially the teacher that can help you with your meditation. Wow, jialat lah, then no need to get nibbana already. Right. Sometimes really, we say this a lot of times, but many people still cannot live it out. Sometimes I also cannot live it out, but I'm still training and trying. Which is, if we have bad feeling or unwholesome mind, unwholesome thoughts, or if we are in the state of negative emotion, then don't believe our logic, don't believe our analysis at that time, if possible. sometimes situation we need to make a decision fast, no choice. Then that one depend on your kung fu, that one depend on your Dhamma, how transcendental your mind is from the situations and from the emotions, like that. With mindfulness practice, with samatha vipassana meditation practice, it is possible. But that's what we can do. But if whenever possible, then don't make a decision at that time. Just relax, go for exercise, clear, abide in Dhamma. Abiding in Dhamma maybe doesn't only mean meditation. One can also listen to some Dhamma talks, which can help you to bring your mind out from the situation, from the emotion. You can talk to a wise person. Talk to wise one. Don't talk to, you're angry, talk to the other one more angry than you. Then you have to comfort the other person. It's not helpful like that. And then going for massage can also help. Okay, sometimes. But exercise, going for massage, eating a little bit lighter, not so heavy. Then go for a walk, and of course meditation, do some chanting, doing some service to others. Sometimes you can also go to the old folks' home or the monastery to do some service, do some cleaning, do some moving of things like that. Bring you out from the emotion and situation for a while. Okay, so when your heart has calmed down, then you go and analyze the situation. Then it is easier. It is, if we can follow this principle when we have negative emotions or bad feelings, don't believe ourselves, manage the feeling first, manage the emotion first, or purify the emotion first. Then we look at the situation. Then we analyze the situation. It is always better like that. Okay? Always better. If not, then at least we have worked to the best of our wisdom already. Like that, huh? And if it is like that, then it is something that we need to learn and grow from it already, though. Like that, huh? So this divisive speech, divisive speech can come from fault-finding mind also. So how to overcome fault-finding mind? Sometimes in order to overcome fault-finding mind, we have to train, other than being mindful of it, okay, like the Buddha says, don't speak only good words, don't speak bad words, like that. So not only just refraining from it, but we also can bring up qualities. So one of the qualities, or two of the qualities that is helpful for us to overcome this fault-finding mind is actually two qualities: gratitude and sympathetic joy. Katanyuta and mudita. Okay. Why do they help us in overcoming the fault-finding mind? Because when we train to develop gratitude, grateful mind, okay, and then if we train, if you develop, if you really like to, be a grateful person and want to develop this quality, ultimately we learn to be grateful for little things in life, right? Those who have been through the Cooling Hearts Reflection course, Dhamma, Cooling Heart, for the English one, Cooling Heart Reflection course, then you will know, okay, that in the beginning we try to arouse the rising of gratitude quality. Then after that, we apply the quality from the very things and people that you can be grateful for, and then gradually work our way up to even inanimate things, like the beautiful sky, the beautiful flowers around you, and then the fresh air, not the air that is polluted, having a roof over our head, construction companies who built this house, After that, slowly to the clean water that we drink. After that, the breath, like that. So when we are cultivating this, then we need to find things to be grateful for, So when we keep finding things and people to be grateful for in this present moment, actually we are training their mind to look at the good parts and good side of things and people, right? Instead of finding fault, we are finding goodness and positiveness, positivity, positive things in others, and whether it's people or things, or even the environment, So just imagine you from when we change, you can imagine one side of the mind is this person no good, this person always do that, this person very bad. Then we change the mind to actually also not bad lah. We are grateful that we are grateful that they don't cause even bigger trouble already lah. Okay lah, they may do things wrongly, but they still have good heart. So okay lor, we appreciate their good heart lor. Then like that. Then actually, we make ourselves more happy actually. Right? And when we are happy, why you want to go and divide others? When we always see the good things, good in others, then why do we want? We have less enemies. So why do you want to divide others? And when you can develop gratitude, even to the point where you see some goodness in your enemies or the people that either you dislike or the people that dislike you, then that is emotional management. At its peak also. Not at peak lah. Peak is sure noble path and friction. But that is amazing work. That will be amazing work that has been done for your emotional well-being. Like that. So the good qualities is really, I think there's so much good energy and so much possibilities of a happy us waiting to be developed in each one of us, lying in these few qualities that we have spoken about. Okay, of course, those who have been through the Cooling Hearts reflection, they will know the few qualities that I help people to develop: gratitude lah, forgiveness lah, and the 4 Brahma Viharas lah. Even not at the jhana stage, but already they can, if we know how to develop and use them, apply them in our daily lives, they can make us be so much happier than what we are at the present moment. Surely, confirm job guarantee. Because cause and effect, this one very, very easy to see one. You can see it with your eyes, okay, like that. Okay, so one is gratitude. The other one is mudita also. Mudita is sympathetic joy. Feeling happy for others' prosperity, feeling happy for others' righteous goods, righteous prosperity also lah. That means righteous prosperity means the good things that happen to them that they have achieved through righteous ways, through wholesome ways, like that, through honest ways, like that. So when we are developing this quality of mudita, then we also can gradually look for things to be look for things to rejoice in others. So what do we rejoice in? The goodness in others, the prosperity in others. Other people's good things that happen to other people doesn't have to be poison for us. Why do I say that? Because of what? Jealousy. Then sometimes because of selfishness also. Only I can have this privilege. Others cannot have this privilege. They have privilege. Why they always have privilege? Why I always don't have privilege? Sometimes when we see others have the privilege, then we never see that we also have privilege also. And then when the emotion comes, some people just forget about the good that they have, and then they only focus on the good of others, but they focus wrongly, so they take it as poison. You know, they why they always have this good treatment? They don't deserve to have this good treatment. They are only acting. They are not true one. They are insincere one. Does this happen to us or people around us? Yes, a lot. Right? But if we can develop the quality of mudita, sympathetic joy, instead of being jealous and having attachment to your privilege, so others cannot have a privilege also. So you want to prevent others from having their privilege also. But people also have good karma one but sometimes people just want to prevent. They cannot have like you will lose your toy like that, like you will lose your privilege like that. Then if we develop mudita, then we will not be doing this kind of poisonous things to us. Instead, we will be, they have good privilege, sadhu, this is very good for them. They are happy, good, sadhu. I also feel happy for them. When you practice and develop this quality of mudita, and when you really when it really arises in your mind, we really feel that like you are the person experiencing the privilege and benefits, then you like naturally feel happy for their good. You naturally feel happy for the good that they have, that they experience. Very wonderful emotion, very wonderful quality. So which one you want to choose? You want to choose the fearful, anxious, and angry way of reacting to people's good, or we want to choose the happy, wholesome, and enriching way of paying attention to people's goods? Of course, the happy way, right? Yeah. So. So that's why, if we continuously develop it, then and cultivate mudita until it becomes a habit, then we habitually try to look at the good of people, try to focus on the good of people. And even though some people, they may have bad character, but they may have some good intentions also. So we can appreciate their good intention. So at least you're not like, just judge a person, this is a devil, this is my angel, this is my devil, this is my... Not like that. Sometimes devil suddenly become angel, sometimes angel suddenly become devil. Also have one, right? In a relationship, in relationships. Because all of us, we have our angels and devils inside of us. So I think it is important that we also try to recognize this either devil or angel mental pattern. it's either 0 or 1, not like that. Sometimes it's 0, sometimes it's 1. So try to look at the good side of even people that make you uncomfortable, or people that you make them uncomfortable. Like that. Okay. Yeah. So the divisive speech very dangerous. So if we can develop gratitude, if we can develop mudita, it will help us to restrain even more. It will help us to change more easily the habit of divisive speech. So by doing that, then we can fulfill this teaching of uttering only such speech where we do not torment others, we do not cause injury to others, and this kind of well-spoken speech. Like that, Okay, so the next one is a short sutta, so I think we can finish today. One should utter only pleasant speech that is gladly welcome. One should speak words that bring nothing bad, speech that is pleasing to others. Okay, so over here, what does it mean by speech that is gladly welcome? It means that commentary explains that it is speech that is delighted in, that brings endearment, that goes directly to a gladdened heart. Okay, and words that bring nothing bad. It means not uttering harsh speech, which have a bad, disagreeable, repugnant impact on others. So one should only speak words that are pleasing and sweet in meaning and expression, like that. So with this verse, he praises the Buddhas. So he praises the Buddha by means of pleasant speech, like that. Okay. So refraining from harsh speech, and this one also refer to harsh speech also, because harsh speech they bring. I don't know whether you notice for those who are long-term meditators, okay, for those who are long-term meditators and those who experience calm and peace in your meditation, sometimes it doesn't feel good to say vulgarities. Even those words that are very vulgar, they are very rude. If you experience a certain level of calmness and peacefulness, and because of that also your mindfulness increases, then you feel that actually when you want to say that, it doesn't feel good. Compared to if you had never trained your mind, and then maybe from young we have been using those kind of languages, those kind of words, you may feel at ease if you have not trained. But after we have meditated, after you have trained your mind, and your mind has experienced a certain level of calmness, peacefulness, maybe not even jhana, but a certain level, continuous stream of mindfulness, calmness, peacefulness of the mind, then actually you may experience a phenomenon that when you think about these vulgar words and rude words, your mind feel very awkward. Your mind may feel repulsive, not in the unwholesome sense, but your mind just doesn't want to say these words or think about these words because they give you a very bad feeling, like that. Okay, this one meditator have to experience themselves. But yeah, it is like that. Okay, some people may experience like that. So words that bring nothing bad, and brings endearment and goes directly to a gladdened heart. Yeah, if possible, can speak like that is good lah. But everyone's conditioning is different, ma. So, and also this one thing I want to bring up about this is, don't have the strict expectation that others will speak nicely to you wherever you are, even in a monastery. Okay, because some people they were brought up in a completely different environment than us, you know. So for them that is soft. For them that is pleasant speech. For us may not be pleasant speech, you know. The way that they say, the way that they portray, very different. Really, sometimes very different. Quote an example, maybe not directly about pleasant speech. For example, when you drink soup, when you drink soup or eat noodles, in some countries, you have to slurp while eating the soup, while drinking the soup or eating the noodles. Then the people around you and the chef will be happy. They think that you are polite. They think that you're polite because you are enjoying their meal. You're enjoying the meal that they have prepared for you. Okay, but in some cultures, it is totally different. Right? If you slurp even a little bit, then people will look at you and think that, oh, why is this person very rude or something like that, you know? So different cultures, but what I want to say is, please don't expect everyone to say good words to you, say nice words to you. Sometimes their intention may be nice, but sometimes the way that they say words is normal to them, but maybe it's not to us. But we should try to have this kind of understanding. We should try to have this kind of understanding. To throw away the expectation. If you have this expectation, very suffering one. Throw away. Throw away means like, you know, let go of it in the mind. Don't expect lah. Expect very suffering one. You expect your husband or wife to say like that to you. Expect your son or daughter to say like that to you. Wow, where got every day like that? Everyday sunshine, man. Not like that. Yeah. So, but what can we do? What can we do to make it better? Intentionally train ourselves to intentionally and then ultimately habitually say words that are that brings endearment. Say words, they say speech that is gladly welcome, and say words that bring nothing bad and pleasing to others. It's not, when we say like this, it's not like, you know, another thing that we have to be very careful about is a little bit of like a hypocrite mind, you know. Hypocrite mind means we know that if we say like this to people in a certain way, then they may give you something. They may give you something. They may provide gains for you. So we speak not with the intention of wanting to practice pleasant speech and make their hearts soften. But sometimes we say those words. It can be the same words with the same tone, but sometimes we say with the idea that, oh, I want to have this connection with you so that next time I can make use of you to do this, do that, to give me this, that. Like that, you know. If you have that kind of a selfish motive, then it is no good. This one, we have to be careful because sometimes we can cheat ourselves because of gain also. Because we want some gain from this person or that person. So we go and, have some, try to create a connection between they and us. And then of course we will say some good words or things like, oh, you look you look slim down already. Oh, if you know that the other person is trying to slim down, then you look so presentable today, like that. If this all done, it can be the same word, same tone, but if it is done, there's a difference when we do it with sincerity and wanting to soften their heart, let their heart be happy with wholesomeness. And the other is the other side of the spectrum is doing it with a selfish motive, and being very being a hypocrite and saying that just in order to fulfill our future gains, whether it's name, fame, or gain. That's okay. Very dangerous. This one. Okay, so this is what we have to take note of. Then the Venerable Mangisa says again, truth indeed is deathless speech. This is an ancient principle. The good and the Dhamma, good people say, are established upon truth. Okay. So deathless is it is referring to Nibbana. Okay, like that. Ancient truth means the truthful speech is an ancient principle, a tradition of conduct, okay, and practiced by the ancients, because the ancients, they did not speak lies, like that, okay. And then the good and the Dhamma, good people say, are established upon truth, okay. This means that the good people, they were established upon their own good, okay, and they were established upon truth. Okay, sorry, let's start again. So this means that the good people, they were established upon truth, and also they were established upon their own good and of others. Okay. So because they were established upon because the good people, they were established upon truth. Okay. So the good conduct and the Dhamma that they practice, they are also established upon truth. This is the meaning. Okay. And truthful speech is good because it does not depart from the good of others. It creates no hindrances. Okay. Creates no hindrances to attaining Dhamma. And such type of speech, such type of truthful speech, those kind of truthful speech is Dhamma also, because it accomplishes only the good that is in accordance with Dhamma, like that. Wow, this one translation can or not? I don't know, but hopefully can. Yeah. So if we want to reach the deathless, then definitely we have to uphold the truth. And when talking about this, especially for truth, one thing that I want to bring up is that it is very beneficial for us to be very truth orientated. What does it mean by that? When we are influenced by emotions, when we are caught up in the whirlpool of negative emotions, we thought that we are right. We thought that what we say is truth. True ma, like that ma. We may think like that. We may say like that. But when we are in a negative state of mind, when we are caught up in the whirlpool of emotions, then we actually close up a lot of possibilities of the mind, many possibilities that this phenomena may happen. Yeah. So that is why if we are a very truth-orientated person, then it is very easy for us to transcend the emotion also. So what? Let me try to quote an example. Okay. So, for example, if you are talking to some person, maybe a teacher, maybe your senior, okay, then they may talk to you in a very harsh way. But if we are truth orientated, then we just want to know the truth. We just want to know what is the meaning behind those emotions. What is the message behind those emotions? And if we cultivate this as a value in us, as a value system in us, then very easy for you to work with this kind of people, to learn from this kind of people already. Why? Because no matter how harsh they talk, no matter how strictly they talk, what matters to us is just what? The truth. What is the message behind what he's saying? Why does he say in such a way that, he's trying to make his point more strongly? Okay, what are they trying to say? What is the message behind it? Yes, the style, the tone, the words may make you feel overwhelmed sometimes. But if we always remind ourselves, what is the truth? What is this person trying to say? What is the meaning? What is the ultimately, what is the meaning that he wants to portray? What is the meaning that he wants to bring out? Then you can then you may be like, it's just like the hair dryer just blow your hair, and you're we got no hair, the monks got no hair. But anyway, just imagine like that, like a strong wind just blowing you, like that, then your hair flying around. Then after that, after the wind has come down, after you switch off the hair dryer, then you're still in a good shape. Your hair also dry already. So just take the emotions, and the outrage as this kind of like a strong wind, like a tornado wind, like that, like that. Just let it go, just be like space. Sometimes you can imagine that you are space, and just allow the feeling to arise and perish. But keep reminding ourselves, what is the truth? What is it that this person is trying to say? This is especially helpful for, if you have a boss, if you have a boss that is more temperamental, then it will be very helpful and beneficial for you, because we will not be overwhelmed by their emotions. They can flare all they want, but why should I be why should I be angry? Also, just find the solution but a lot of times we are overwhelmed by their emotions. So we always need to keep reminding ourselves, what is the meaning behind what they say? What is the meaning behind what they say? What is the truth? What is the truth? What is the truth? Then we can get the meaning from the composition, and to a certain extent we can transcend the outroar or the very harsh or strict way of talking, like that. Okay. And another thing that I want to say, that I want to bring up about this stanza is that sometimes we have a lot of our own opinions, okay? But sometimes our opinions may not be in accordance with Dhamma. So if we are very truth-orientated, then we know that, I think it's like that, but Dhamma says otherwise. Okay? That during that time, It's a multiple choice question already. Only two. Only two choices. Our opinion or Dhamma's opinion. Then actually, at that time, we may be in a state of emotion, but it is always better to trust the Dhamma. Really, really, I tell you, tested many times already, many situations in our lives like that. For example, some people in your workplace or around in your community, they are bad to you. They treat you badly. They isolate you. So for those who have their own opinion, they may think, oh, I should strategize like this. I should make connection with this. I should, in order to protect themselves and all that, like that. Protecting is no problem, but they may do it with a mind of revenge also. So if we look at this from Dhamma point of view, then revenge is no good, right? So revenge is no good. It is if you hit eye for an eye, then the whole world goes blind or something like that, right? So there's always you A fight B, B fight A fight B, B fight A, never ending like that. So if we look at it from Dhamma point of view, then we can understand that, oh, okay, I have experienced this phenomena because maybe last time I have done this to others before. So instead of retaliating, sometimes you have to set boundaries. Setting boundaries is one thing, but instead of retaliating, we radiate loving kindness to everyone, to all people, and all beings in the community. Like that, we react with Dhamma, with patience, forbearance, and loving kindness or compassion or equanimity. Then if we do it like this, then we have selected what? The second choice, which is in accordance with Dhamma. Like that. So emotions make us blind, actually. I mean, like negative emotions, really, they make us blind. So if we can understand this, then we should always try to keep our, not say to suppress negative emotions, but to have mindfulness when negative emotions arises, because that will be the time where we are blind. Like that. Then we have to take things slowly, manage our feelings, purify the emotion, and then after that, when our mind is bright again, wholesome again, then we make our choice. And always please try to select the second one, which is in accordance with Dhamma. If your opinion is in accordance with Dhamma already, okay lah, no problem. But if there are differences, then please, with a benefit of doubt, choose what is in accordance with Dhamma. It is definitely always better. Cause and effect, never run away one. That's why we have faith in the Buddha's teaching, because we have experimented. And it always Buddha say one is chun one, very accurate one. Okay, so the last stanza. The speech that the Buddha utters for the attainment of Nibbana, the secure, for making an end to suffering, is indeed the supreme speech. Okay? Like that. Secure means without peril, without disaster. Okay? So, the speech that the Buddha utters for the attainment of Nibbana. Why is it for the attainment of Nibbana and for making an end to suffering? Because it brings the extinction of defilements and leads to the making an end to the round of rebirth. Make an end to the suffering of the round of rebirth. Okay? Or you can understand this stanza by this. Since the speech that the Buddha utters is secure because it reveals the secure path for the sake of attaining Nibbana, that indeed is supreme speech. And that speech is the best of all speeches. Okay? So by this verse, his Venerable Vangisa was praising the Buddha because of the Buddha's thoughtful speech, because of the Buddha's supreme speech. Then it leads those that listen to be able to attain Nibbana, like that. Okay. So if we want to attain Nibbana, it is always good to associate our mind with Nibbana. Nibbana we can understand as the cessation of defilements or the cessation of the causes of suffering also. Okay? No more causes of suffering already because no more defilement already. Like that. And because of that we are happy like that. You can understand it simply like that. Then, actually in our daily life, if we want to cultivate a strong enthusiasm and a strong desire, not in the unwholesome sense, okay, in the wholesome sense, for Nibbana, then actually every difficulty, every negative emotion, every sickness, every signs of old age, every death that you experience, experience means happen around you, can be an inspiration, can be a chance for us to direct our mind to Nibbana, How does it work like that? It's not very helpful, especially for meditators. But even for lay people, it's also very helpful. So how does it work? What to do? Very easy. Next time when you quarrel with your wife, or quarrel with your colleagues, and just remind yourself, if already attain Nibbana, then no need to suffer this kind of mental suffering already. Like that. So if your life is very, 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 very suffering, then you should definitely have a very, very, very strong desire to attain Nibbana. Why still don't want to jump out? Why still don't want to jump out? There's an opportunity now already. Why still don't want to jump out? And then if your meditation no good, my meditation now no good. That means I must work even harder, but not in the sense, in accordance to Dhamma sense. Means if you need to relax more, you relax more. If you need to reduce your craving more, reduce your craving more. If you need to purify your anger more, purify your anger more. If you need to decondition your suppression more, then decondition your suppression more. If you need to be slower, not so 急, not so not so like impatient, then you need to train to be patient. All these are areas where we can see improvements. It's not just the breath and the nimitta, not like that. All these are also places where we can see improvements. Okay, like that. So, so if we can develop all these, then actually, it is very helpful for us. Like that. Okay. Please read. So if we can do this, then if we can do this, then if I cultivate this, I can attain nibbana already, like that. So meditation no good also can be a cause for your continue striving. Can be a fuel for you to continue to have enthusiasm in striving. You know. Just as because of I haven't attained nibbana now, so I have to experience all this disappointment, all this. But come to think of it, what are the causes of this disappointment and all that? Then you can go and find the truth, lah. But you see, now sometimes when your meditation no good, then we can remind ourselves, I haven't attained nibbana. This one, I haven't attained the extinction of defilements. I should encourage myself. I should not be disappointed. Let me arise from my disappointment. Let me rise from my sadness. Let me rise from my anger, and continue moment to moment. Every moment is my mind in wholesomeness. If not, then there are things that I can improve. Always in wholesomeness. And then always. After that, always make aspiration. By the power of this merits, may I attain nibbana. Then every day, if we can do this, we are cultivating step by step to nibbana. So every day also improve. Why need to suffer like that? And if we encounter, maybe during your monastic life, you encounter bad things. You encounter politics, you may encounter people insulting you, defaming you, being difficult to you. Then every time just think of this thing. If I already attain nibbana, which is the extinction of defilements, then I got then all these things no more problem already, because of this, so I must continue to strive, continue to diligently meditate. Continue to diligently meditate like that. Then it becomes a fuel for your meditation also. But of course, don't push yourself in the wrong way. If you want to learn the right way, please learn from your teachers. Not to force yourself to make very strong physical effort to meditate or like that. Not like that. I'm talking about all the different wrong ways of paying attention to your meditation subjects. Don't do that, but only cultivate the enthusiasm and the wholesome desire for nibbana, for the extinction of defilements. And in order to do that, you need to let go of craving, let go of attachment, let go of things that make us suffer, and that. So don't come and tell me after this talk, Bhante, I adopted what you say. Then I chiong my meditation 5 hours, 6 hours. Then after that, I'm very scared of meditation, very suffering at the 6 hours. Not like that. Balance way, okay? And people will blame me, but I cannot explain. Sometimes people get the wrong thing. What I can do? You can only explain to the best of my ability, right? Like that. So cultivate the desire for the extinction of defilement, because very suffering, really very suffering, isn't it? I don't understand why. Even if you are rich, you still suffer. We still suffer from not getting what we want. Association with people and things and phenomena that we don't want. We also experience association. This association with the people and the things that we love, right? Very suffering. also got, also even if you are filthy rich, but if you never train yourself, then you may also arise unwholesome mind states also, ma. Also may have negative emotion, may have depression, may have anxiety, may have fear. Isn't that so? So still suffering. As long as there's suffering, then we can convert that into fuel for our enthusiasm to practice and to attain the extinction of defilements. Okay, and with this, I end the talk today. Hopefully, the content, the points that we bring out today, is able to help you to arise a lot of energy for meditation, a lot of energy for the practice, and also to cultivate good qualities that lead to that lead to good speech and also good mind, and also hopefully a good heart, and ultimately hopefully everyone be able to practice what the Buddha say in this Subhāsita Sutta, and ultimately be able to attain path, fruition, and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so let us share merits. Etavata chamehi sampadang punya sampadang sabe deva numodantu sabba sampadi siddhya. Etavata chamehi sampadang punya sampadang sabe buddha numodantu sabba sampadi siddhya. Etavata chamehi sampadang punya sampadang sabe sattha numodantu sabba sampadi siddhya. Idame nyatinam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idame nyatinam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idame nyatinam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Imina punya kamena mame bala samagamo. Satang samagamo hotu yavanimbana patiya. Idame punya asawa kaya vahang hotu. Idame punya nibbana sapachayo hotu. Pama punya bagang sabba satanang bhajemi. Te sabe me samang punya bagang labantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, that's all for today. We shall be well, peaceful, and happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, creation, and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.